wants to know the second favorite food of a Haitian? Go ahead.
Do any of you know at this point if the United States is going to be taking any refugees for temporary relocation as a result?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I know in Florida what they're doing is if someone is undocumented for a period of time, they're allowing them to be able to work. So that way they can send money to family members. Because Haitians rely heavily on family members who are in the state to send money to them. A lot of those businesses have also collapsed, and so that's a big issue, is the fact that even if people are able to send, then there's nowhere that they're able to receive it. And a lot of the banks are gone as well, and so people are having a hard time to go to the bank to get money, so that way they can continue to live as much as they can. So I don't really think that there's anything like that being offered, because I think other people have asked, and I've heard that there's nothing like that taking place quite yet, except for the kids. I know there's some children that they're allowing to come to the state without even the adoption papers. So that was good. I think they went to Philadelphia, from what I heard.
I think President Obama granted temporary status to Haitian refugees just recently.
Yeah.
But I haven't read
as
it.
of last week.
Yeah, as of last week. So, but I don't imagine it'll last very long.
No, I think it was supposed to be just a few months or something that they're able to do.
Any other questions? Panelists, do you have
The charities accepting donations today? For charities?
Yes,
Yes.
I'll take donations for Real Hope for Haiti. Absolutely.
all the tables over there are accepting donations today?
Yeah, need shoes. If you have shoes.
Do you guys have any final thing you want to say?
Well, I think that as many of you guys are following television and watching what's going on, and people are, I'm on Facebook, and the news comes in just every minute, people that they have found, those who made it, those who did not, and I know that there's a list circulating around of people that are missing. My husband was telling me sadly this morning, there's a good friend of ours who's very involved in politics, one of the good guys, actually hasn't been found yet. So I know things like that are circulating around on Facebook, and I think Twitter is another way where you can remain very, very, very connected with what's going on. But there are a lot of people who still have family members that they haven't found. My brother and my sister are actually in Haiti right now. They were vacationing. My sister lives back and forth between here and Haiti, but my brother was vacationing when this happened, and so it continues to be a scary thing, especially with these quakes happening, just still very confusing, and people are absolutely just worried, and they're not going inside of their home. Everybody I know is sleeping outside of their home because they're so worried about going inside. So that fear, as this person said, it's always there, and then there are a lot of also the children's hospitals that really, really need items, need help, and so there's just a lot of frustration that goes along with that too, that people are still complaining about. We're not getting anything. They're not getting to us. We're not eating. They're not feeding us. We're thirsty, and there's not enough medication, and so sometimes there are places where the doctors are there and they're available, but then they can't get to the city that they need to get to. So there's just a lot of that going on. It's just horrible. So just keep Haiti in your prayers, and whatever it is that you do, just send some positive energy and some thoughts. And I definitely appreciate you all coming and and listening, and it just shows how great TWU students are, and the fact that you're able to come here and advocate for people and a place that you don't have that kind of connection to. And so I definitely appreciate that, and I thank you guys for coming.
Thank you. That concludes our program. If you have time, stop by the tables. Otherwise, grab a flyer on your way out. Thanks.